Hello, lovers and haters. This is your man over Mustang. You're tuning into Aura-Genz, your friendly local hub podcast show. Today we got a electrifying interview lineup that's going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the world of music, culture, and creativity. Both guests is about to drop some serious wisdom, so get ready to vibe with us because we're about to bring the heat. Celebrating underground artists and the power of music. Stay tuned. It's about to get real. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
What's that? I'm Amiri Moreno. I'm a drummer, rapper, and songwriter. I go to Berklee College of Music in Boston. And yeah, I just love making music. Thank you for having me, man.
No problem. And shout out to you. You mind telling us how your origin story all started? How your chapter
Yeah,
begins?
it's kind of interesting. I guess it is a long story. First off, I'll say like music has always been a part of my life and just the way I like process. Like when I was like a little kid, I was memorizing all my dad and mom's songs in the car. Like they were like it was like when I learned how to talk, they would hear me in the back like singing their songs that they would play on the CDs, and they would be like, "What the fuck? Like, how does he know the words, right?"
Mm,
So I remember when I was like 3 or 4, my parents split up. So my mom was taking my sister to these little dance classes, but she couldn't pay for them, so she was working in the office there to be able to have my sister do dance for free. And she would have to take me because she's single. And
mm,
so it was this like performing arts school, and I would just be in there wilding out like I was a bad kid, like all that.
mm,
So they were like tired of me, so they're like, "Yo, we gonna put him in classes." So they had me in a piano class. Not only was I not great at piano because I was like 4 years old, but I was just cutting up. The teacher was tired of me. I was just like too hype.
mm,
So they put me in drum class, like percussion. And instantly it was like, oh shit, this is like I'm good at this. Like I felt it. And I loved
mm,
going every weekend. So I got in because I was like too hype. So all that to say, I was a drummer. Like I played drums from 4 years old to now. So in high school, things kind of changed for me. I wanted to be a football player. Look, I got my little. This is from my varsity high school team. So I was playing
shout out
football.
to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was playing football and I would still play drums. And it was time to start thinking about college. Like, okay, what am I going to do after this? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can get in for football. And it was looking that way. But someone told me about Berkeley. They're like, yo, this is the best music school there is. And I kept it in the back of my head, but I'm touring schools. So as I'm looking at schools that have drums, like music programs and football programs.
mm,
And it's not it. Like like all of them kind of didn't care about music enough for me. Like no matter what, music is like what I love to do. And I come look at Berkeley. They don't have a football team, but everyone there like lives and breathes music. And just like that, I was like, okay, I know this is where I need to be. And yeah, like in that moment, it was senior year, my mind shifted like, okay, I need to be a musician because if I play football, okay, cool. I play in college for 4 years, get beat the fuck up. Then what? I graduate, never play again, and I'm injured, and I hate everything, and I'm barely a musician, right? So I
mm,
switched lanes. Then me and my friends do a senior project for high school to get out of one of our classes, and we decide to make an album. And those are all like the first songs I made. Like it's some of the tracks I just freestyle. Some of them are like just random shit. Like it was the first songs I made. I ended up putting it out. It's this tape, and it was just dumb cool. Like those are the first true songs I made. I would always freestyle for fun, but like that was where it started for real. And then I went to Berkeley and just started making real music, and now we're here, you know.
shout out to that. Okay. And how long you been going to that school specifically?
I started last September, so this is my first year. I'm a freshman. I
Okay.
just finished my year. It's going well.
Congratulations. And how you liking it so far?
Um, at first I didn't like it first semester because nobody cared how talented I was. Like I got there and realized instantly, like, okay, I'm not the best drummer here at all. Like in my high school, hands down, nobody could touch me on the drums. But I get here and everyone was the best at their high school. Like I was competing with everyone I saw, and once I saw that I was better than everyone, I got comfortable, whatever. But
Mm.
these people were really like dedicated to their instruments. And I love music, but the drums isn't like my whole heart. Like really it's rap now. But
Mm.
I noticed, okay, right now when I got there, I'm not the best drummer here. I need to stand out somehow. And I remember the first day I got there, there was this like extra introductory week for black students, and there was a jam session, and everyone's getting on instruments, playing stuff. And someone handed me a microphone, and I was like, oh shit, like I could freestyle. And I start freestyling in the room. I'm telling you, like I'm killing them, like off the top, just killing. And I'm like, okay, whoa, I'm not a drummer. Like I just knew right there, like okay, this is my talent is somewhere else. And that semester was hard because not everyone like I dropped an album or not an album, an EP, and I realized like nobody's listening because they're all making music. So I had to find a way to get them to listen, and it was hard. Um, and it didn't really do. I didn't do that well as like a rapper first semester. Then second
Mm.
semester comes around, and I looked up this on YouTube. I don't know why I looked up, but I was like, how to blow up as a rapper. And at this time, I had like 900 followers on Instagram. Not that many people was listening to my music. Maybe like 120 monthly listeners max. So, um, the video tells me you just gotta post the video you rapping every day. So I started just posting little songs that I already had in the vault. Like last semester, I made damn near 70 songs, right?
Mm.
So I'm just posting little clips of them. It's not even me in the videos yet. It's just a black screen and a video of a song. Then I start leveling up a little bit. I'm putting the words on with CapCut or whatever. Then like day 25, I'm like, why don't I just record myself while I do these? Instantly, boom, views double, comments double, likes double. I'm like, okay, I have to record a video. Like people need to see me doing this. I kept going, and suddenly shit just starts going up, going up. In now it's day 137. No, it's day 139 today. I
Mm.
have 13.5K followers now, and I just realized like you have to make people listen to you. You can't just expect them to come listen. So all
Mm.
that is to say, like at Berkeley, you kind of have to like learn what your thing is gonna be and how to get people to pay attention to it. So that's all I got on that.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your hard work and putting in the time and effort on marketing. I know
Thank
that
you.
could be like one of the hardest challenges, especially for artists,
It's
or I
definitely a
would
grind.
say, yeah, for anybody that's trying to do entertainment on social media. So when you said that it was hard to get people or to expect them to listen on their own, are you talking about through social media or in person or both?
Really both. Like my friends back home weren't really giving me no like they weren't really on the wave, and my friends at Berkeley would like show love, but I could tell nobody was really caring the way I felt like they should. And that was kind of crazy of me to expect people to like drop everything like, yo, he's dropping music. Like no one gives a
Mm.
shit. So I had to learn that. And yeah, yeah. And I think once There's this line in a song by Kenny Mason. He's like, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. And once you post for 70 days straight, it's like, okay, he really cares about this shit. And he's like really doing something. So I think that helped too, you know.
Okay, I respect that. And what exactly are you studying at that college?
Okay, yeah. I'm studying songwriting. So like
Okay.
I'm learning how to not just do hip hop. Like I'm studying hip hop for me, but like songwriting is more like learning how to make a pop record and put songs together. Like um, because you know we have to make money, and obviously I
Mm.
want to be a rap artist, but you know you gotta also like I want to be one of those people that's like, oh, he wrote that, like in like you know across genres. Like I wrote K-pop songs before. Like it's pretty weird, but there's money in that, and it'd be a
Mm.
cool skill to have. Like you know.
No, I respect that. And from uh from the experience side of it, I'll also say it's good as well to get your constant, exercise on your pen.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm curious, like, on two things when it comes to like writing for other people. Uh, what type of artists are you willing to write for? I see you brought up pop, but are you willing to write for any other genres as well?
Yeah, I've done some R&B records, K-pop, pop. Um,
K-pop.
I've done some country a little bit. Which funny, I don't listen to country at all. But it's really just like it's kind of like pain music, like ride wave almost, but
Mm.
on a completely different track, and you're not allowed to say nigga. That's it, really. But it's the same vibe.
I
So
would
you gotta
just
just be real, just tell the truth. Yeah.
No, I agree. I would say like R&B is like inside the house or in a club or some shit, while country is like outside.
On the open road, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
field, there's horses,
yeah.
fucking bugs or some shit, picnic.
It's crazy
Uh,
because well, go ahead. What were you saying? What were you saying?
no, I was just making
Uh,
uh, but go
yeah.
ahead.
So at Berkeley, my first semester, there was this club called Hit Factory, and this girl I'm cool with, dumb talented. She's like, "Yo, you gotta apply," and I'm like, "Okay, bet." I apply, I get in. I'm the only first year student in the whole joint, only black person in there. I'm like, whoa, like, and everyone's. I've in at this point, I've only written like maybe 5, 10 songs, maybe, and they're all
Mm,
rap. So I get there, they're like, today we're gonna be. It's like they act like we're writing for an artist. So they're like, today we're writing for Frank Ocean. I don't listen to him like that, and I don't know what's going on, but I kind of just go in there and like see what's what, and
mm,
I get into the right, and within like 30 minutes, I realize I'm the one writing this whole song. Like they're not helping me. I guess they were kind of just testing me out, seeing what I do.
mm,
And I ended up writing the record. It was a good song and it got cut for not Frank Ocean but someone else who like ended up wanting it. And it was
mm.
just crazy to like see that. Um and yeah, it showed me like, okay, I can do this. Like it's like I don't have to be a bitch, you know what I'm saying? I can just write.
Mm.
And yeah, it just opened up my eyes for it.
So I'm curious, like when it comes to like writing for, if somebody would have came to you like, hey, I want you to write, a song for me. What is the process, by your standards? Like, do you go to listen to their style of music first before you go writing, or yeah, like what's the whole process?
Okay. I'm not the type of person who like I'll write a song by myself and then show it to you and give it to you. Because if I'm writing by
Mm,
myself, I'm thinking for me. That's just how I am right now. Maybe one day that'll change. But if you come to me and you're like, yo, I want you to write me some, then we sit down together and I'll like make everything to how you want it. Like if you tell me, okay, I want
mm.
this beat, this flow, and I want to say this, like I can definitely do that. It's like I want to feel like Chat GPT for like writers.
Okay, I respect
Yeah,
that. I respect that. Okay, and what? Oh, I just had a brain fart. I'm trying to remember a question I wanted to ask.
you good.
Uh, but while I'm remembering that, I do have one question. So when it comes to, for anybody that's curious on going to college for like songwriting and everything, what's some gems you could drop for them? What's to be expected of them?
Try to be different from everyone else because I feel like being one of the only black writers help. Like if you are different, don't let that intimidate you because it gives you a different perspective and it gives you more to like say. Um, I'd also say write every day and show people that you're writing every day because it just makes you look more like you care.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think if you're going to school for songwriting, good luck. It's not easy, but just like you gotta grind. Don't expect it to be like, don't expect everyone to be ready to listen to you. You know, you have to show them.
Shout out to that. And what's the courses is like?
Oh, it's so lame. It's like ear training where they like play you notes and you have to like know it like do, re, mi, fa, so stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's kind of hard. Everyone has to take that no matter what your major is. You gotta take harmony, which is like knowing all this music theory stuff. Um, you have to learn if you're a songwriter, you gotta learn either piano or guitar. I'm learning piano. Um,
Hmm.
which is you remember I was bad in the piano class when I was a kid, so
Hmm.
it's weird to do that
So it's
again.
kind of ironic.
Yeah. You have to take some songwriting classes for sure. I'm doing a bunch of those just to like work on just see what I can learn, you know what I'm saying?
And what's the songwriting class consist of? Is it like courses that test your pen writing or something?
Well, no,
Or
the first one I took was like basics. So they really just let you she'll give you like a prompt maybe, and then you just kind of write something and then share with the class. But it gets harder. Like the next one I'm taking is called Stealing from the Masters, which means
mm,
like you pick, a person that you really like their writing, and then you have to try and write like them. So it's just a bunch of different stuff. And they kind of
interesting.
want to show, like they show you how a song is supposed to be constructed, stuff like that.
Interesting. So when you was making music before you went to college and learned how you would consider it? Would you say what you learn right now is the professional route or just like knowledge and you're supposed to like do what you do with it?
Um, I think it's knowledge and you do what you do with it. I think there's no like
Okay.
real right or wrong. It's just they're just songs.
Okay.
So I think before I also didn't take it too serious. Like I was just making shit and seeing what stuck. Um, yeah, I don't really know.
So
I
my
think
question
go ahead.
So my bad. My question is, when it came before, attending college and learning and picking up all this knowledge, what was your mindset? What do you perceive that you was good at on your earlier music compared to like picking up all this knowledge now and like looking back to like, okay, like you got a
Okay.
different mindset.
I feel like a lot of the stuff I'm learning, I kind of knew a little bit deep inside, but now
Okay.
it's like, okay, now I get it. Like I was right. Um, it's also like before I thought I didn't know what I thought I was good at. I think I just like I felt like I definitely had a good flow. Um, and some I just had these slick, like little clever bars that would pop up when I was freestyling. And I think that's what a lot of writers at Berklee don't have that sets me
Mm,
apart is like that rhythmic drummer type of flow and the
mm.
slick little lines. Because there are not that many black people, and there's definitely not that many drummers who are also songwriters. So they don't get the rhythm the way that I just get it.
Okay. I respect that. Okay. And when it comes to like drumming, how will you like express your style?
As a drummer,
Yeah, as a drummer.
um, I have a lot of friends that are drummers. They say I'm like real. just like they say that my personality is like the way I drum, just like kind of loud and like fun. Um, every time I take a drum solo, I do like tricks and stuff to like get the crowd involved and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I think I rap like a drummer for sure.
I rap like a drummer.
Yeah, like very rhythmic and my flow is like
Mm,
someone playing the drums a little bit.
that's an interesting expression. I
Yeah,
never heard that before. That sounds interesting.
it is. It's crazy.
Instead of like beating somebody with the words. Yeah. Uh, interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. And when it comes to let me see. Oh, do you have an example of like you drumming? Is like have you drummed in one of your music or
Not in the music, but there's videos I posted where I'm just
okay,
playing like a drum solo or something.
on your social
Um,
media?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I do this video with my friends where we just kind of like you can see it. It's funny. We do some drum content sometimes.
okay, okay. And what's your goal when it comes to like drumming? Will we see you participating, being part of a band or something?
Nah,
You
I
know?
don't I don't really care about that. I mean I love
Okay.
drumming. Like I'm always when I don't play for like a week and a half, I'll be like tapping shit and thinking about drums. But
Mm,
I don't want to be like Questlove. Like I want to be one of the
that's
best
right.
rappers and writers that there is, you
So
know?
what is drumming to you at the moment? Is it like a hobby for you to participate in, or would this be like a skill set you use
I
heavily
wouldn't
for your
call it a
music?
hobby. It's more of a skill set that I use.
Okay.
It's like um it's like when say you were in the NBA or like you played say you played D1 football, but then you
Okay.
didn't make the NFL and now you're a football coach. Those skills from when you were in the in college playing help you coach.
Mm,
So like those skills from when I played drums every day and like was practicing hard, those skills help me now when I'm writing raps and songs and
okay.
freestyling.
I respect that. Okay. And would we see you instrumenting drums more heavy going in the future in your music, or
No, I know.
uh,
I think it'll get
less?
nah, maybe not. I don't know, but I don't think drums is like the biggest priority for me.
No, no, I'm just saying like, would we see like being intimated like more often in the future?
Yeah, there will be more drum videos for sure. Like little fun videos, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, but you want to put it in your music?
Maybe I should put some drums in my music, like my own playing. You know what? That's a good idea.
I'm definitely curious to see what I mean, especially you said you rap like you drum. I mean, hey, that's a hell of a statement. So
Yeah,
I'm just curious, what that world will look like.
you're right. I should think about putting the two together. Oh, there's a video right here of some dude playing drums.
Oh, actually, yeah, shout out to him. I forgot his name, but I recently promoted him on my podcast. Not only he plays the drum, but he's been part of a couple bands. But
That's
he
cool.
go on social media and be constantly putting like drum sessions.
That is very cool. You know, I
I
do
have.
like how Anderson .Paak plays the drums while he sings and raps. I need to do
Hmm.
that. That would be cool.
Oh, and there was somebody else that I promoted that's from Spain. He's also making like drum content. Like that's like his main focus. Like you just make a free expressive like drum set. He
Yeah,
even like, freely drum to like other people's music and stuff like that for content. Um,
that's cool.
yeah, I can send you their links after the show.
Okay, bet.
Um, coming through the halfway mark, I'm curious. Well, actually, no. I have some talents to promote to you coming to the halfway mark. So the first one that I would like to promote to you, not only he's an artist, but he's also a black author with his own comic book slash manga. Shout out to One Nation. If that's somebody that you'd like to get connected to within that field, I can send you their social.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Second one, shout out to Jeremy. He's starting his series called Tap Room Live, where entertainers get to perform in small establishments such as like restaurants, bars, etc., in front of a small crowd. If you're interested in it or just want to tap into what you got going on, I'll
Yeah,
send you
bet.
his link.
All of
Third
them,
one,
bro.
bet. Third one, I got. He's also an artist. He's a folk artist, to be specific. He got a really unique voice. So from an artist standpoint, I think you might find really interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, but
I've
he
never
also
done
got
any
a
folk music, so yes, definitely.
but he also got a podcast called Sound Sandwich Podcast, which is similar to this, but it's like sitting down with like a musician, talking it out, compare music
Okay.
and shit like that. If that seemed like something that you'd be interested in, or from
Yeah.
the artist standpoint, I
Yeah.
send you his work. But and then the last thing I got for you, we recently started our own music label. Shout out to For You and Life Records, where we create our own soundtracks. We invite artists to participate around themes and challenges to create, music. Our first soundtrack is mixing horror with Valentine's, so a bit of thriller and romance. So if you're interested to take up the challenge and conquer one of our beats, or you're just interested in the producers that produce for us, I can see either more information or their link to the producer.
Okay. Yeah, send me more info on that. I'm always down for a little challenge, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but bringing this back to you when it comes to networking or connecting with fellow peers, they get to hear this directly from you. What talents are you looking to connect with?
Um, anyone who's dope. I mean, right now, I'm I can't lie, I'm pretty busy. So right now I charge $200 for a feature. Um, any topic, any beat, anything, I got you. If
Hmm.
you want songwriting, I'll write with anybody one time. Like if you don't want a feature, like you want help writing a song, I'm down for that. We can sit down and talk, whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm down to connect with anyone. Like I'll write with anybody one time. I don't care who it is, because you never
Okay.
know where you're gonna get what idea. So yeah.
Shout out to that. Okay. And do you have like a specific process how they go about, hitting you up and making an order, or is it just through DMs or something?
Just send a DM and I got you, bro.
Okay. Okay. No problem at all. Shout out to that. Uh, and that's all you're looking for? Like you're not looking for no video photographers or
Oh, like that.
that's
Okay.
a talent.
Okay, yeah. If I
Man, who
mean,
you looking for?
yeah, shit. I do need a videographer. Yeah. If you are a videographer in New York, hit me up. Yeah,
Okay. That's
that's
all you
really
need?
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, shout out to that. Okay, okay. And bringing this back to you checking out your music, I happen to got a bit of a sample of your EP, some singles on Apple Music.
Okay.
Um, there's a couple that stand out to me being a first time listener. Give me a second. Uh, Ones that stand out to me being a first time listener, Hindsight, Minted, and Did It Again, and Take One. Those are the songs that stand out to me being a first time listener.
That's dope. Um, thank you for that.
No problem.
That was the senior project, that EP. Those are the
Maybe just
first
talk about.
songs. Yeah, those are the first songs I ever made.
Oh,
Um,
really?
Did It Again is the first song I've ever done. That was straight freestyle, just like making up stuff as I go. Take One is the first song I ever wrote out and like made. And Joe Black that featured on the song is my dad actually. So
And what on Take One?
yeah, yeah. So
And
I
that's your dad? That's what's
yeah,
up.
that is. He's nice with it. So thank you for liking it. There's new stuff on the
No, it's
way
well
for sure.
deserved.
New stuff is on the way, like actual good music.
It, so, and just from my understanding, have you released any music since then, or is it
I
like
did. I put out one song, but it's not really my music. It was like a feature kind of thing. So
okay?
no, that was last November, I think. So I have a whole album that I made. I'm just working on getting it mixed and
Hmm.
rolling it all out. But there is some dope shit on the way. I promise.
Well, you don't have to promise shit, because I believe you. And the reason why I say that because if this is your first, and it's been some years, I can't imagine like especially you've been practicing, you've been putting work in, you're in college for it, so I can only imagine that you got better. But if this is you just trying out the field, I can't imagine what it would be like when you're taking it serious. So I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I would definitely say this is pretty impressive, first time rollout. Um, and I would definitely say, yeah, keep promoting your shit. Because like
For sure.
new time listeners to me, it doesn't matter where we started, it's always gonna be a first time experience. So I would definitely say, while cooking up on, new music, you know, keep sending out your older work to new listeners, especially testing out your music abroad. I know hip hop is coming mainstream, overseas in like Japan or some shit.
Yeah.
Um, so especially with your pen game, and I just promoted some artists in Russia, so hip hop is getting popular down there as well. So I would say I would recommend testing out your field, testing out your music overseas, and seeing um who's going to connect to your music, who's going to be fucking with it. And the next thing I would recommend is collaborating with artists locally in that area as well. So, for
Yeah.
example, we just started our soundtrack, and surprisingly, Brazil fucked with our soundtrack. So, and that wasn't even on our target audience. You know,
That's
so
cool.
like I said, you'd be surprised who would might be a fan, who will pick up your shit, who can relate to it. So I recommend like you got something and it's worth promoting. So
Thank you,
keep
bro.
sharing that shit. No
Appreciate that.
problem. No problem. So when it came to let me see, the EP, um, that was you, that was just you trying, or do you have like some strategy to it? Like how this
Um,
EP came together?
it was like, well, I didn't know I was gonna drop it. That's for sure. Really my friend Kevin made the beats. He was one of our friends in our electronic music class, and it was just me and my homies like just playing shit, and we were like, "Yo, let's make music for the project so we don't have to go to class."
Mm,
And they just play me beats, and I just start making stuff. Like it was really just, that's all I got. Like we were just trying.
and I'm curious, did you ever got a chance to perform live?
My first performance was in like March, but it was on the biggest performance thing at Berklee. It was called
Hmm.
Career Jam. I was like the only first year student to perform, and
Shout out to you.
it was a dope show. It was very cool.
How was that experience for you?
It was cool. It wasn't like I was performing my own set. They featured me on this girl's set, so I had to write a verse for her song and then come out and perform my verse, and it went really well.
Mm,
People liked it. It was a good time for sure.
okay. And from that experience, has that opened up your eyes to like, one day performing on stage? Was there anything to take away from that experience?
Yeah. It taught me how to like move on stage. Like because at first I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do when I'm like, But it
Hmm.
gives you like more to think about for sure. And I think it would be dope to perform. Like that song meant it. I think that would be so dope to perform. Take
No
one would be
problem.
cool. Stuff like that.
I agree. I agree. And I'm curious, how will you express your style? And I guess it's safe to assume that you put your music on a hip hop for John.
for sure.
Okay. But how will you express your style?
Um, I would call it like just I don't know, cause I think my style's changed since then. But back then there was no like I wasn't going for something. I was just making stuff and then I happened to put it out.
Mm,
But now I would say my style is more like people that care about rap would like it, but it's also hype. Like it's not I'm not like a conscious rapper, but I have like technical skill. But I
mm,
still like trap beats and all the shit that's happening right now, just on like what I'm saying and how I'm rapping is a little more like ahead, you know?
mm. No, I understand it. Okay. And when it comes to your college, have you been impressed by any fellow peers?
Yeah, yeah. Um, there's definitely some dope artists. My friend Noah Sneed is dope. Um, I have this other friend, Sophia Courts. She's killing. Yeah, I'm also impressed by the musicians, not just artists. Like there's people I see that are like, whoa, like some of these people are the best musicians I've seen in my life.
Which instruments from a musician playing it um like changed your whole perspective? Like at first you wasn't too sure or maybe you didn't care about that instrument, but seeing a professional or fellow peer playing it, even like it changed your thoughts. Has that happened?
I think piano players are the best musicians overall. Like they're just like if you're good at piano, you're a real musician. I've also my friend Julian, like when I first saw him play drums, I was like, okay, this is what a real drummer looks like. Like he's hard working, like he's all the way up there. So yeah,
Mm,
like just seeing certain people play, it's like you can tell that they were made to play that instrument. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to that. So when it comes to like new music, are you working on a single? Is it an album? What are you working on?
I got a single on the way. It's called On the
Okay.
Way. Should be dropping in about 2 to 3 weeks, so stay tuned for that. And I
Okay.
have an album in the vault. I don't know if I'm gonna like, I might just drop a bunch of singles and then turn it into the album. I don't know what to do about that, but it's on the way. It's happening very soon.
Well, I would say as long as music is coming out, I don't think it's anything wrong. Like or if you want my advice or my 2 cents, I would say look up people that fellow musicians that you look up to. Like
Yeah,
for example, Russ, when he was coming up, he would drop a song once a week. Till he blow up. Um, Other people, like you mentioned, will drop it, multiple, singles out of the album as like singles, and then drop it as an album. Some
yeah,
people would do that and then hit it with a deluxe that has some new songs to make it fresh. So,
yo,
it depends on how you want to do it for marketing wise, but I not mad at the game of finessing. So, you put hard work and sweat into that shit. So, keep promoting that shit.
for sure.
Um, okay. So you just sitting on a lot of songs in the library.
There is a lot of songs.
Another thing I would recommend, I'm not sure if you're doing it now, but take advantage of behind the scenes. That could be another marketing tool to not only, tease, some new music or to build some
True.
hype. Um, but definitely be teasing some fucking music, I would definitely say.
I got you.
How
Yeah.
long your fan base been sitting? Been starving.
Since January, I mean, they just got here, you know. I don't. It's not been like it's not that long.
I'm talking about since the original or the last release of you, like your wait, what was your last single that you released?
Textbook. I guess, but that doesn't feel like me. Like that was a writer who wanted, or not a writer, a producer who wanted me to write with them and be on their
Mm,
music. And then when it was time to drop it, it became a joint release. But I
mm,
wish I was just featured on that song. I don't want it on my
okay,
catalog, but that's okay. It
okay.
just don't feel like me.
I
But
can
they
understand that.
they got that one, so I don't know.
I can
I'm
understand
working
that.
on some stuff this summer, very soon.
So technically, by your standards, your EP is your last drop.
Yeah, yeah. So, but the thing is, I didn't have a fan base back when that dropped. It was really just like my friends listening. Now I have
That's
a
true.
fan base, so it's like a little different.
That's true.
I
I
feel like
mean,
I
it
have to.
depends. It depends on if the 100 people, that you claim that was there in the beginning is still around. So I'm just
Yeah,
saying, from their standpoint, they've been starving.
they've been starving. You're right. I gotta feed them. I
But
gotta feed them.
shout out to at least they get to get content like this, or I recommend like even teasing in your behind the scenes.
But either
Um,
way, I post a rap video every day, a verse every day.
okay,
So
true, true.
they're waiting on stuff they can put in their playlist, but as far
You
as
know it.
hearing me rap, they get that every day.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But you know what they want.
I do know. I know what they want. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
um, but shout out to and that's good for now, especially with the fan base that you manage, and it seems like they are patient, to wait for you to, work on your craft and everything, which is good
Good
right
things
now.
take time, bro. Good things take
It's
time.
very good. However, I will say this: the longer you wait, more expectations it comes with it.
True.
So, if you gotta diverse them or you know give them a snack here and there with a single or something.
Give them a snack here.
Yeah, I
You're
would
right.
definitely recommend it. Or, take advantage because you are an artist, you are a songwriter, doing some more collaborations as well.
Yeah.
It's another good way to get yourself out there. But outside of that, I think you doing everything that you should be doing, honestly. And I only listened to your music before, you start expanding your knowledge. So I already think it was pretty decent. I think you got potential. But now you've been cooking, you gaining more knowledge, and you know, we just waiting for you to come out and swing. So I'm
Thank you,
curious to
bro.
see what that would be like,
I'm on
what
the
music you
way.
got cooking up. Do you have a name or an idea for the title of the?
The album?
Yeah, you still decide on that.
No, I decided, but just
Oh, you
just
decided. Okay. Oh,
just
I'm
wait on
asking
it.
too much. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I respect that. I respect that. Okay. Coming to an end. It was really good to have you on this podcast. Promote yourself.
Thank
Thank
you,
you. I
bro.
appreciate it.
It
No
was good to
problem.
be here. You run a dope platform. I really appreciate this.
I appreciate it. Much love to you. So before you go, shout out all your platforms. Shout out anybody that you want to put on, and then drop a song out of your catalog you want the audience to tune into.
Okay. Um, shout out to shout out to my boy Noah Sneed. We just dropped a song featuring me called All I Know, available on all platforms. And as far as my music, I have an EP called Takeover by Amiri on all platforms. Check me out.
Shout out to you. And you want to shout out all your social platforms where they find you at?
Just Instagram, Amiri Moreno underscore on Instagram. Every day I post a hard verse. Check it out
Okay.
every day without
Okay.
fail.
Cool. Hey, shout out to you. I'm looking forward to your success.
Thank you, bro.
No problem. Uh, let me see. Goddamn.